Has it ever happened with you? A brilliant idea comes to your mind, which may be related to your personal or professional life. It may be related to starting up a new firm or proposing somebody you love, speaking out to a group of public for that matter. The next moment, your brain comes up with 100 reasons to convince you that it is really a bad idea, and eventually you fail to execute that particular idea. Hello there, welcome to Enriching Lives. So today I would share with you some interesting concepts related to psychology of our brain and why is it that we behave in a certain way? What is it that makes us feel scared, afraid of doing something which can actually impact our life in a big way? So what is it that really stops us from taking massive actions? Ideation is always easy, but execution is really very hard. So without further ado, let's start decoding the components of our brain. So our brain largely consists of three components. If I talk about the evolved species of human beings, triune, limbic and cortex. In scientific terms, triune is also called as cerebrus reptilium or the reptile brain. Now, if I talk about the ancient creatures that were there, this portion of brain is the primary component of reptiles and the creatures in ancient times. That's why this is called as the reptilian brain or the lizard brain. And that is present below our head, just above the spinal cord. And the second part, it is also called as mammalian brain or the limbic brain, and third one is the cortex. When we evolved as a species, so human beings are gifted with the third component as well, which is the cortex, which actually is the reason behind our rational approach towards incidents. So cortex helps us to think and analyze in a rational way. If I talk about the first component, which is the cerebrus reptilium or the reptile brain or the lizard brain, has always been the part of our brain. As we all know, how does a lizard behave? So a lizard basically lives on a survival mode. Have you ever seen that if you just cross near a lizard, it will quickly run away and hide itself at a safe and secure place. It can never take any kind of risk. So when our lizard brain is dominant, it actually takes control of our life. It is responsible for feelings like fear, negativity. It stops you from taking massive actions. It stops you from doing anything new or anything that may be risky. So whenever you are trying to do something that you have never done before, well, your lizard brain will take over and it will immediately try to warn you about the negative consequences of that particular action. So in this way, we are really not able to take initiatives at the very first place. Now, you never know whether you are going to succeed or not, but the lizard brain do not even let you to try and attempt. It stops us from unleashing our true potential. You can never be your best version if the dominant component of your brain is the lizard brain. Well, it always instructs you to work under survival mode and always keeps you away from excellence. It kills your creativity. If this is a fact that this component stops us from doing anything new or exciting or productive, well, let's understand that we can very well beat this lizard brain also. So what are the effects of lizard brain being dominant? So the first thing that happens is that we tend to procrastinate. We delay our projects, assignments, anything that we have to do in life because it scares us so much from inside. Then we become highly critical. So we start looking at so many factors while actually performing anything. Well, analyzing something is really good, but then if you start being highly critical, you will not perform the action at the first place. So this makes you overly critical. Then it creates anxiety and it makes you stressed and nervous, as it is always trying to portray a picture of the consequences that will really be not good enough and that you will be embarrassed. So it will try to show you that this act of yours could create embarrassing situations in your life. And then you also become obsessed with minute details. So you keep on checking every now and then. Am I going in the right direction? Am I doing it correctly? Will people make fun of me? Or will this fall flat? Am I going to fail at this? So you become cynical, and eventually you start making excuses of not doing it. We actually get 100 reasons of not doing it once we are convinced by the lizard brain that it is not good for us. I'll give you a very simple example of public speaking. According to the Harvard research, when people were asked to rate their fears, the number one fear that was stated was that of public speaking, and the number two was fear of death, which means that people would rather prefer to die than speak in front of public. Why is public speaking so scary? For a lot of people, majority of people, even though they have a lot of ideas to share with people, they want to talk, they want to express themselves, but still when they face the crowd, their body becomes numb. They are not able to even express their idea clearly. They get so much scared of talking that they are really not able to share their views. Now, why does this happen? Because this is something that you do not do on a regular basis. So when the person goes out at a stage and he starts speaking, immediately the lizard brain takes over and tells him that you are going to make mistakes. People are going to make fun of you. This is not your cup of tea. Do not try to talk in front of so many people. You may falter. People may make fun of you, and this is not worth it. Just walk off from the stage and sit among the group of people. You should not be a leader. You should be a follower, because that's safe and there is no risk in just sitting and listening. But yes, speaking is risky. So that's how the lizard brain kind of programs the person in such a way that before the person even utters a word, he has been shown a complete picture of his failure. And eventually, he gets nervous and he's not able to deliver. And because he's not able to deliver, he's convinced that yes, my brain was right and I am not able to do it. And this is how lizard brain dominates and take control of your life. These are the effects of lizard brain being dominant in our life. But then there is a good news also. We can very well beat this brain and take control of our life. We can apply certain techniques and we can overcome these feelings of fear, negativity, anxiety, stress, and we can achieve whatever we want to. But then we need to follow certain steps. Step number 1, do not run away from this component of yours. Acknowledge it. Believe that it is a part of your own brain, but then you need to make the other parts more powerful, like cortex. So, first of all, acknowledge this fact that lizard brain do exist, and it is going to tell you every time, do not do this, do not plunge into water, do not speak in front of an audience, do not deliver this presentation, do not propose this girl. So it will always pop up and try to convince you that you should not do a particular task. But at that moment, take a pause and let the lizard brain chemicals subside. That is surely going to happen. Okay, so first believe that it is going to pop up, it is going to instruct you on a lot of parameters, it is going to scare you, it will tell you hundreds of reasons why you should not do it. Okay, so first acknowledge it, take a pause, let the lizard brain chemicals subside, and then tell your lizard brain, shut up, I know what I'm doing, let me try this at least. Whatever may be the outcomes or the end results, but still I want to give it a try. Let me do it, and I'm sure that I'm going to have a lot of learnings from this particular task or activity. So let me do it. Even if I fail, still I will learn life lessons. So I am going to do it. You shut up for a while and let me finish this task. So in this way, convince yourself that you are going to do it and take that first little step. Do not think about the complete project first or the complete presentation initially. Just plunge into the task and start performing it. Always remember, do the thing that you fear, and the death of fear is certain. So once you start doing it, your fear will subside, and other component of your brain, which is the prefrontal cortex, it will become more powerful. So this is what we are supposed to do. So we have to make the other component more powerful and subside the lizard brain component or the reptilian brain. So you need to start working on how to make your cortex more powerful and how to weaken triune or the lizard brain. So this is how you need to start working. Take action without giving much importance to your lizard brain. Its task is to make you aware of the pitfalls, but your task is to perform the task any which ways. Tell your brain, okay, let me work on my bad idea also. Even though it is a bad idea, still I want to work upon this idea. So you need to train yourself to work exactly opposite as told by the lizard brain. And this will eventually be a part of your habit once you practice this consistently. So every time your lizard brain pops up and tells you that no, you should not try this, you should not try that, every time you need to shut it and continue with the activity or the task without even thinking about the end result. You need to give your best. You need to focus on your input without worrying about the result at that moment. And once you actually develop this habit of yours, eventually you will be able to deal and fight your battle with the lizard brain, and your cortex will become more powerful. Also, can meditate. So meditation is something through which our cortex becomes more and more powerful. So when we meditate, when we are in complete silence, our brain also undergoes certain changes. So there is a change in the structure of our brain if we meditate, and that too regularly. So you can try out this exercise as well. It will definitely help you to calm your thoughts, to kind of subside your lizard brain, and you will be able to feel that inner peace. You will not always be hustling from inside. So this component, that is a lizard brain, it exists and it will exist forever. You cannot remove this portion of your brain. But what you can do is you can find different ways and techniques to deal with it in a best and effective way. Start doing meditation every day for some duration, in the morning, in the night. Then you can have certain affirmations for you, which helps you to rewire your brain towards a positive direction. It helps you to deal with the lizard brain, which actually tries to influence your mind in a negative way. So when you have your affirmations in a written format and you read them twice or thrice in a day, you actually trying to subside your lizard brain. So you need to work upon changing the structure of your brain, and it definitely happens. A lot of researchers have shown that these things do happen. So yes, you can very well deal with your lizard brain. You can win the battle with your lizard brain, as you have seen that a lot of people are able to do certain things effortlessly, which you think is a daunting task. How are they able to do it? After all, they are also humans. They are also like you. So what is it that makes them reach the level of excellence which you are not able to? They know how to program their brain first. So this is the first thing that you need to focus on. When it becomes a part of your habit, it becomes very easy for you to deal with lizard brain. And this is how you're able to unleash your hidden potential. So it's the power of execution that matters. You may have million of brilliant ideas in your mind, but what's the use if you are not able to execute them? Nobody will ever come to know that you think in such a different and creative way unless and until you act upon it. And to act or to showcase your talent, you need to overcome this fear of yours, which is created by the lizard brain. So once you practice how to deal with your lizard brain, I'm sure you will definitely come out as a winner, as an achiever, and will be able to achieve your goals. I hope you liked today's content, and if you found it helpful, do share it in your community. Also hit that like button so that it motivates me to create more of such videos. I'll see you soon with yet another video. Till then, you take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.